Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Another fragrance review. This is I Am Juicy Couture by Juicy Couture, launched in 2015, and this one I have is the original batch right from 2015. Let's start with the presentation and straight go to the juicy details. This is the box. I Am Juicy Couture, and this is eau de perfume concentration, 100 ml bottle, nothing on the sides. On the top you get the JC Juicy Couture logo, and on the back side you get caution ingredients and made in USA, distributed in the USA by EA Fragrances, Elizabeth Arden Fragrances. And on the bottom you get the batch code here, which is 5CA11. This particular one is from 2015. This is like 10 years old, guys. As you guys can see, this is already like broken off, and this is what it looks like from the inside. So we have the original 2015 batch with us right over here, and the bottle. So the bottle is also looks like very royal, kind of glamorous. It kind of looks like a bell, if you guys can see. It's like a bell and a heavy thick glass. It's adorned with these, on the top you get these crystals, which are of very good type. It kind of sparkles. So, and the cap itself is really heavy metal cap, while this tag here is kind of plasticky. And the juice itself, you guys can see, a rich dark caramel type of a deep amberish color, really good color. And you also get the batch code over here, if you guys can see. There you go, 5CA11. And here again made in, and on the bottom JC Juicy Couture logo. So this is what it looks like. Now I'll show you guys the sprayer. Also spray it on the Latafas strip. Where is it? Okay. Not bad. It doesn't shoot a lot of juice, but it does shoot far. Now the opening is alcoholic blast, but let it settle a bit and I'll tell you guys what I can get from this. Right from the start, it's a sweet fruity in the opening with a floral heart, and then it's like a powdery, musky, smooth, silky cashmere woods dry down. The dry down is much better. The opening can have this alcoholic blast, but the dry down is much better. It's a sweet fruity, but also has this complex, sophisticated vibe to it at the same time. When I spray this, the first opening, it's like a bold, strong, fruity bomb right from the start. That raspberry really takes the center stage, and I get this tropical passion fruit cocktail vibe. It's not completely like tropical fragrance, but this has a little bit of tropical passion fruit vibe in the background. It has this sweet fruity vibe, and it's definitely syrupy fruity. For some people this might be a little bit too much syrupy sweet, or even like a bit medicinal syrupy, but there's also a fresh quality to it. And that sweet raspberry even has a nice bit of sour smell that adds a great kick. As it develops, this gorgeous warm creamy dry down emerges with the silky cashmere wood and soft musk. It feels like a unique, sophisticated and elegant fruity, floral, sweet, amberish kind of fragrance, and it can be a total compliment magnet. It really depends if it matches with your skin chemistry or not. It just feels like confident, captivating and genuinely seductive scent. But for some people this can be a completely different experience. I saw a lot of comments on this fragrance. They say this is overly synthetic, sour or rotten fruit, but I don't get anything like that. Yes, of course this is a synthetic fragrance, but it just smells fine, completely fine, nothing like overly synthetic. And I saw some comments which were saying this is too cloying. It can be cloying, of course, if you don't like the heliotrope note and the raspberry note, because those are the dominating, very prominent notes. So if you don't like any of those two notes, you should not buy this fragrance at all. And other comments were like old lady or cheap body spray. So this does not smell old lady to me. I have the dry down and it smells completely like a very young lady, I would say, and not at all a cheap body spray. The dry down is completely different from the opening. So if you have just tried this in the opening, I would say this is old lady and cheap body spray, but after the dry down, this is completely good fragrance. And it also depends on the individual skin chemistry. It also plays a very important role. The performance on this one is really impressive. The longevity on the clothing is really great. You can expect 10 to 12 hours on the clothing and even more, especially this one that I already told you guys. This is 10 years old batch, the original 2015 batch. So this is very strong and this has excellent projection and excellent sillage. You will get noticed everywhere you go. The price point, I think if you can find it around something like 25 to 30 pounds or like 30 to 40 dollars, that would be a reasonable price, not more than that. In terms of when to wear it, I personally think it is suitable for all year around. It can definitely brighten up a winter day, but its fruity notes also make it great for summers. For some, its intensity might make it better suited for cooler weathers or evening wear, and they might suggest being careful because this is the intense, deep and sticky juice, especially if you are heading to office or anywhere with a tight space. So be careful with the spray. My final verdict, so I Am Juicy Couture is absolutely not a safe blind buy, especially if you don't like heliotrope or raspberry. If you are fine with those two notes, then this can be just fine for you. And this is a complex, warm, seductive and long-lasting, sweet, fruity floral fragrance. If you appreciate a unique, sophisticated and remarkably performing scent, this can be your signature scent. It is a challenging scent. It is not like a very easy. It has this complex, balanced smell, absolutely beautiful. So if you are into distinctive, long-lasting fragrances and willing to take a chance on a scent that has widely varied reputation, then I Am Juicy Couture might be your next surprising gem.